We have item number 2, AB 509. Welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and members. AB 509 establishes a pathway to provide high-quality pre-apprenticeship training to people that do not meet the requirements to enter an apprenticeship program. This training will give them the skills they need for admittance to an apprenticeship program where they become highly skilled and would be eligible for good-paying middle-class jobs. By creating a narrow exemption from the California Private Post-Secondary Act for only pre-apprenticeship programs operated by the Department of Apprenticeship Standards, approved apprenticeship programs, pre-apprenticeship programs will be able to continue operating to fill the skills gap. This exemption is necessary so pre-apprenticeship programs can be listed on the Eligible Training Provider List, or ETPL, and as a result receive funding from their local workforce investment boards. I respectfully ask for your aye vote, and with me I have Blake Conskell, Executive Director of the Workforce Investment Board, and Nick Lorette de Mola, Legislative Analyst for the California Workforce Association, who is the sponsor of the bill.
Very good. Thank you. Witnesses in support? Would you like to?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members. We really need this legislation. Currently, the WIBs in the Valley, the 8 WIBs in the Valley from Stockton to Bakersfield, are funding pre-apprentice training using a series of discretionary grants, but we're restricted from using the main bulk of federal job training funding we receive under the Workforce Investment Act because this training does not appear on the eligible training provider list. That distinction in the funding means that dislocated workers, who are people who have been laid off from their most recent job, are referable to the training, but poor adults, income-tested adults, which we use with our other funding, are not referable, again, because the training is not on the ETPL. So this little quirk in the law is having direct effect on citizens and people who want training and our ability to refer a diverse clientele into the various training programs.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members. My name is Nick Lorette de Mola with the California Workforce Association. Just want to echo what Blake has said and also bring up that there's about $30 billion in funding for public works projects that have come through in the Valley in recent years that we would love to be able to connect the job seekers and the poor in the Valley to by getting them inserted into pre-apprenticeship programs. We believe these ideas are at the core of an evidence-driven, customer-focused direction that the workforce system needs to maneuver to be effective in both growing businesses and helping put job seekers back to work. The provisions of AB 509 open these pathways at a critical time to allow Californians to fully benefit from the influx of those project dollars coming into the state immediately, and represents the first of what we hope will be many partnerships with strong pre-apprenticeship program designs. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Other witnesses in support?
Mr. Chairman, members, Cesar Diaz on behalf of State Building and Construction Trades Council. Our affiliated unions spend over $100 million a year in apprenticeship training. We often have to fund apprenticeship programs or pre-apprenticeship programs to prepare adults to actually apply for and pass the entry-level exams. Pre-apprenticeship programs are critical to ensure that people are prepared with some of the soft skills, are aware of the construction opportunities in whatever region that they're located in. And we believe also that this bill aligns the workforce investment system to ensure that there's resources to prepare those individuals for the career opportunities that apprenticeship offers. And for those reasons, we urge your support.
Good. Thank you, Mr. Diaz. Others in support? Are there witnesses in opposition to this legislation? Seeing none, back to the committee. Thank you. Yes, Senator Block.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just to clarify, what entities normally offer this pre-apprenticeship training?
There are a number of entities that do. The ones that this bill is focused toward are the ones that are connected directly with a registered apprenticeship program. So you'll have many different entities.
Give me an example.
Currently, sir, the Fresno Madera Tulare King Building Trades Council is offering pre-apprentice training in those 4 counties. The Stanislaus Merced, Tuolumne Mariposa Building Trades Council is offering pre-apprentice training in those 4 counties. The Kern and Yomano Building Trades Council is offering in those 3. The programs that we're funding, that the workforce boards are funding, feed directly into the existing system of union apprentice programs, and they're actually doing the pre-apprentice training.
So the same entities that do the apprenticeship training do the pre-apprenticeship
Correct.
training?
Correct, with the assistance of workforce sports, yes,
That's all I
sir.
need to know. Thank you.
If I could just expand just a little bit, an example would be Fresno County is contracting with our local building trade groups to bring pre-apprentices into the apprenticeship programs to build county facilities.
Any other questions from board members other than myself? Quick question, Assemblymember Perea. I understand that the Department of Industrial Relations has asked you to narrow the bill and that you do intend to take some amendments as it goes to education.
I do.
And that would exempt the specific labor-managed apprenticeship programs. And just
Right.
help us understand why it's narrowed to that group.
Well, I'll let Workforce answer more, but just briefly, in talking with the Department of Apprenticeship Standards, what they want to include is a bad actor provision. And so by adding the bad actor provision, it does limit about, I would say about 90% of those pre-apprenticeship or apprenticeship programs would be affiliated with the construction trades. But I'll let either construction trades or association go in.
Madam Chair, Cesar Diaz with the State Building Trades Council. The labor management provision ensures that both the business and the labor aspects are represented in the decision-making for an apprenticeship program. Those tend to actually have graduate rates that are higher by far. There are minimal resources available to pre-apprenticeship. What the DIR is stating is that they would like to use those minimal resources for the programs that actually are performing at their highest levels. And that's why they're asking for that sort of bad actor provision, but also to ensure that business has a representation at the table, which tend to be the labor management union programs.
You know, that's, for me, that's very important information. I just think it should be part of the record, because if we get, you know, inquiries from other pre-apprenticeship programs, it's important to understand why we've narrowed it to those who, I'm going to use the term certified, which is, you know, in a general sense, but it would be important going forward if you could have some of that information. So when it comes to the floor, it's going to be easier to understand than narrowing. And I'm going to lay off today just in hopes of getting that specific information, because I can use it in my district. It would be important for me. So any other comments from members? Then did we hear, we heard the opposition, did we, or there was none, correct?
Legal counsel for relations is here.
If we're ready, are we ready to vote, you guys? I'm kind of picking up in the middle. Oh, I'm sorry. We have a motion from Senator Mendoza. Call the roll.
Motion is due pass to Senate Education Committee. Hill? Bates? Berryhill? Berryhill, aye. Block? Block, aye. Galgiani? Hernandez? Hernandez, aye. Jackson? Jackson, aye. Mendoza? Mendoza, aye. Wachowski? Wachowski, aye.
So it's 6. Just leave it open.
We'll leave it open now for the absent members can weigh in. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's see, who would be next? Solis?
Salas. Oh, Jones. Oh,
Jones? Okay.
Mr. Jones. Yeah.
Assemblymember Jones. Item number 5, AB 921.
Madam Vice Chair and Senators, thank you very much for the opportunity to present today AB 921. First off, I'm pleased to take the suggested amendments as outlined on pages 6 and 7 of the committee analysis. Today I'm presenting AB 921, which will require the establishment of a disciplinary review committee known as a DRC, which a licensed private investigator could voluntarily opt into to contest the assessment of administrative fine or to appeal a denial of license. Currently, licensed private investigators who want to contest the assessment of an administrative fine or to appeal a denial of the license must embark upon a process that can take more than a year to obtain a final resolution. By creating a DRC, this saves the licensee time because matters can be resolved more quickly, and also saves the Department of Consumer Affairs time and money so that they don't have to go through the more expensive adjudicatory route. A licensee who disagrees with the DRC decision would be able to return to the current process if necessary. What's more, at the Sunset Review hearing we held just last month, the BCIS noted that the value of the DRCs that currently exist for security guards and alarm companies. AB 921 is sponsored by the California Association of Licensed Investigators. Here with me today to testify with any technical questions are Jerry Desmond Jr. with the California Association of Licensed Investigators and Francine Kaler also with the association.
Go ahead.
Good afternoon. I'm the past president of the California Association of Licensed Investigators, and I'm its current legislative director. We believe that this bill would not only save the government money, but would enhance the ability to have our private investigators, our licensed private investigators, adjudicate their situation more quickly. In addition, this bill will add an email provision to the license application that we think is a good thing in this technological age. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Desmond.
Jerry Desmond for the same association for technical questions, but also to thank the committee and the analysis with some helpful amendments that actually improve on the measure, as we want to express our appreciation for that in the analysis. Thank you.
Additional witnesses in support? Witnesses in opposition? Committee members? Yeah. Assemblymember Jones, would you like to close?
I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Okay, motion is due pass as amended to appropriations. Hill. Bates.
Aye.
Bates, aye. Berryhill.
Aye.
Berryhill, aye. Block.
Aye.
Block, aye. Galgiani. Hernandez.
Aye.
Hernandez, aye. Jackson.
Aye.
Jackson, aye. Mendoza.
Aye.
Mendoza, aye. Wachowski.
Aye.
Wachowski, aye.
No.
Thank you, Senators.
And we'll hold that open for the absent members.
Okay, great, thank you.
Add on.
Thank you.
And then I think our last one this afternoon, item number 3, Assemblymember Salas, AB 752. Welcome.
Thank you, Senator. I present before you Assembly Bill 752, which deals with many working adults without high school diplomas are seeking to enroll in job and skills training programs, but are having difficulty passing the required ATP examinations. AB 752 would simply require the Bureau of Private Post-Secondary Education to review the list of federally approved ATP examinations and assess if any of these tests are appropriate for students with limited English proficiency. If the Bureau determines that there are no appropriate examinations, this bill would require the Bureau to approve an alternative examination. With that, I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Witnesses in support?
No, not today.
Witnesses in opposition? Committee members?
Okay.
Senator Wachowski?
In 2.5 years, the Bureau hasn't produced a report. Once this becomes, I assume that they see this legislation, it begs the question, produce the report.
Absolutely.
The effective date here is July 1 next year. Do we think it's going to do the trick the second time?
Well, I sure hope so. If not, I also chair the Accountability and Administrative Review Committee, so would love to call them in on that.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
We have a motion. Please call the roll. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you. Senator Block?
That's okay. Yeah, the Bureau, we've had trouble with the Bureau with several pieces of legislation, and I've been assured by the department under which the Bureau falls that they will improve their response to the legislature. If that doesn't happen, I'd suggest that for the record, those of us who may serve on Budget Committee beat the governor to blue penciling any funding for the Bureau next year. So please keep us advised of what progress they make.
I always believe in making a point. Thank you, Senator Block, and that's a great way to make that point.
Would you like to close?
I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Call the roll.
Motion is due pass to Senate Education Committee. Hill. Bates.
Aye.
Bates, aye. Berryhill. Berryhill, aye. Block.
Aye.
Block, aye. Galgiani. Galgiani, aye. Hernandez. Hernandez, aye. Jackson. Jackson, aye. Mendoza.
Aye.
Mendoza, aye. Wachowski. Wachowski, aye. 8.
Eight. Now,
Leave it open.
we'll leave it open for the absent member.
Okay, hold
You want to follow up? I don't think Kathleen.
Yeah, you need, yeah.
She needs. Yes, we're going to call the absent member. Go ahead.
Item number 2, AB 509. Motion is due pass to Senate Education Committee. Current vote 6-0. Bates, Galgiani. Galgiani, aye. Hill. Hill's gone.
That bill's out?
No,
or
no,
you
no.
gonna-
Leave it open for
We're
Hill.
going to hold it open, okay.
That was just Hill, so we'll wait. Item number 4, AB 808. Motion is due pass to Transportation and Housing Committee. Galgiani? Galgiani, aye. Jackson? Okay, this bill's out.
That bill is out. 8-0.
Okay. Item number 5, AB 921. Motion is due pass as amended to appropriations. Hill? Galgiani? Galgiani, aye. Leave that open.
Yeah, we're leaving that open.
Item number 6, AB 1042. Motion is due pass as amended to Rules Committee. Berryhill? No. Berryhill, no. 8-1, that's out.
8-1, that bill is out.
Item number 7, AB 1508. Motion is due pass to appropriations. Berryhill? Aye. Berryhill, aye. Block? Aye. Block, aye. It's 9-0. That's
9-0, that bill is out.
That's it. We're going to wait for Hill now.
All right, we can wait for Jerry to come back. If you have that kind of strength,
Item 2. Very good. We will call the roll on item number 2. Please call the absent members.
Okay. Motion is due pass to Senate Education Committee. Current vote 7-0. Hill?
Aye.
Hill, aye. Bates? Okay, that's out. 8-0.
8-0, that bill is out. Moving to item number 3, AB 752. Please call the absent member.
Motion is due pass to Senate Education. Hill?
Aye.
Hill, aye. It's 9-0.
9-0, that bill is out. And item number 5, AB 921.
Motion is due pass as amended to appropriations. Hill?
Aye.
Hill, aye. It's 9-0.
9-0, that bill is out as well. I want to thank Senator Bates for helping, and this hearing is adjourned.